What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Thor and flashing the BMW M2 N55. So basically Thor is a flashing app for our cars that really focuses on the steering and the dynamics, and also, if you have DCT, the shifting of our cars. So to be completely transparent with you guys, I've actually already had this flash on the car for like 4 days now, because I actually wanted to live with this flash for a while. Rather than giving you like my initial reaction like I do with boot mode or beamer code or anything like that, I figured I would flash the car, kind of live with it for a few days, actually drive it under different conditions, and let you know what I thought about it. So it does make a very big difference, especially on my car, in the steering and the actual limited slip. That's where I notice it the most. The car just seems to have a lot more grip, and the steering seems to be a lot more firm and precise. There is a difference, and it does feel really good. It feels a lot better in my car now. Obviously, I have a manual, so I didn't flash the DCT, but I am gonna leave a couple of video links down in the description of people who did flash with DCT transmissions to kind of show you the difference in the actual shifting and how much faster it is and all that. Go ahead and check those videos out if you guys are interested and you have a DCT transmission. So let's go ahead and hop in the car. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to flash with Thor, and we'll go for a little drive, and I'll tell you a little bit about my experience so far having my car flashed with Thor. So to quick show you guys how you are going to flash with Thor, it's as easy as basically like with beamer code, we plug in our OBD2 adapter. So you just plug in that little Thor adapter to your OBD2 port so that can communicate with your phone. You want to make sure that you are in airplane mode when you're doing this, so you don't have anything disrupting the connection between your car and your phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to download the Thor app. I already have it downloaded. As you know, my car is already flashed. I'm going to go ahead and open up Thor. So first thing you want to do is hop in your Wi-Fi, and I'm going to kick out my CarPlay real quick. And you'll see that you have Thor_Wi-Fi. Go ahead and join that. All right, so once that Thor Wi-Fi is selected, go ahead and open up the Thor app. And you'll see I have DCT package that you can buy. Obviously, I don't have DCT in this car, so I didn't buy it. I have the dynamic package, which I've already flashed. You would just go in here and then hit flash now. And here they talk a little bit about what it is, like the MDM differential and steering. The DSC MDM is augmented with the active M differential, whereas steering is optimized. So the result is more sensitive steering, more traction, and faster acceleration out of curves, which I think I would agree with. After driving this around for a little bit, I have definitely seen it. They said that the Thor dynamic package highlights more traction, improved MDM mode, more sensitive steering, improved reaction times, and updated safety. So there's a couple of things that you guys can flash in here. They have the series flash, which would essentially just be stock, so going back to your stock setup. They have the Road and Track CS map, which I haven't done yet. I've only done the Club Sport GTS map. And then they also have the Competition M2 comp map, which means you can take a lot of the settings that are in the M2 comp and put them into your M2 N55, which I have. So that is definitely something I'll try out down the line as well. But for this example, I've already flashed and I've done the GTS map. So that's kind of what we're talking about here today. So let's hop into a little bit of driving footage that I've done with this new map, and then we'll talk about whether I like it or not, or if it felt any different, and if I would suggest it for you guys. It feels really good. The steering is like the biggest noticeable difference that you guys will notice right away if you do the dynamic package. The steering is just more precise and like firm all the way around. It feels really nice. I don't notice a huge difference with like the limited slip stuff, but to be honest with you, like I'm on residential roads and I'm not really like ripping around in this car right now. I think once I get to a track, that's probably something that I'll notice a little bit more, but you can definitely tell that the steering is different, 100%. I was messing around yesterday on some back roads and I could tell that the car had more traction coming out of those back road turns, if that makes sense. Like coming out of those apexes, the car just seemed to kind of grip and like hold onto the road a little bit better. I think at the end of the day though, like this kind of flash is really going to benefit those who have DCT. I think Thor is going to be like a really awesome solution for M guys, because this is only really for M cars. The M cars that have the DCT transmissions. I think that the dynamic package is like an added benefit, but I think the ones who are really going to benefit from this are the guys who have DCT. Obviously, my car being a manual, it's a little bit different, and I'm just focusing more on things like the steering and the differential.
Oh, feels good.
So definitely coming out of corners, it feels really good. Like the car just, it grabs. The car used to let loose just a little bit before when it would come out of those corners and like into the apex, out of the apex, the car would just kind of get a little bit squirrely. I feel a lot more confident though now. I don't know, maybe it's just like a placebo thing, but it definitely feels different. So regarding the whole steering thing, when you're going around a corner in this car and your steering wheel comes back to about 12 o'clock, there's just like this weird, there used to be this like weird dead space where it just kind of felt flimsy, and the steering, it's that electronic steering. Like it just doesn't feel anything like my E90 M3 did. Like it was just, you were just locked in and it was dead precise on the E90 M3. So much more raw. With this car being as electronic as it is with the steering, it just felt there was this really weird dead spot at 12 o'clock. It seems that flashing with Thor kind of, it took care of that. Like it stiffened up the entire steering all the way through. So no matter where I'm at, the car just feels super stiff, which is honestly a huge benefit. In my opinion, like that was one of the biggest things about this, and that was what I heard about Thor that made me really want to flash it, that the steering overall just tightened up, it stiffened, and was a little bit more precise. All right, so that's Thor, you guys. What do you think about the switch up on the rear end? That's the nice thing about having two trunks. You can literally just take the trunk with the wing, put it to the side, throw your other trunk on, and I decided to switch it up and rock the M Performance carbon lip spoiler. Just trying new stuff out, guys. Don't freak out. Something a little bit different. I had the PSM one on for like a day. But yeah, man, we're looking good. We're looking good. So if I'm being totally honest with you guys, this video was filmed over like the course of 4 days or so. I really wanted to go out and like drive the car with Thor actually flash into the car before I gave you my opinion on the product. And I do think there is a noticeable difference within Thor. I think that the main people who are gonna benefit from this though, sorry, I'm next to a freeway. I think that the people that are going to benefit the most from this are the people with the DCT package that are going to be flashing with faster shifting. I think those are the people who are really, really going to benefit the most. But I did want to show you guys the product and install it and kind of give you my thoughts on the whole dynamic package. I think it's actually really dope, and I'm excited to use it at the track where I can get a little more crazy with the rear end and kind of throw things out a little bit faster and just hit the roads a little bit harder. It's obviously tough to do that around here with residential roads, but just from what I can tell from driving the car for 4 days with it flashed, there is a noticeable difference. And to me personally, the steering is the biggest thing, the biggest difference that I notice. It feels really good. So if you guys are interested in getting Thor, I'm gonna have it all linked down below. It's for iOS and Android, super easy to install in your car. And then I'm also gonna leave a couple of other links for videos done with the DCT package by Evolve and Keys. Check those out, that'll give you a little bit more information on the transmission flashes. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit that bell notification, and just like that, this video is over, and we're out. Peace.